Hello, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be focusing on our Camp Dreamlight submission. So I decided to take this photo in the Forest of Valor. Typically this area is for my petting zoo, but I took that all down, put up the brick and iron fences around along with the Mickey arches as a base point for getting started. So let's go ahead and build out our photo here and see what we can come up with. So this week's submission is Camp Dreamlight. It is a decor challenge that states whether you're heading to summer camp or stargazing. This challenge is all about spending time in the great outdoors with 5 mandatory outdoor tags and 7 simple, and the suggested tags are casual and familiar. So I wanted to lean into the stargazing aspect of this. So let's get started. First, I'm going to pull over Buzz's RV from my plaza where I threw it last time I was taking photos. And I'm going to focus probably more so on that corner area to maximize the stargazing aspect of the photo. I play around with where I want the placement and then start mapping out the area with the pathing and put another archway as another entrance. And this is going to be kind of the guideline of where I put things. First and foremost, starting out with the telescope to give us that stargazing aspect. And then, of course, a little blanket fort where people can read and hang out. Obviously need to put some outhouses in and a place to wash your hands for the facilities, along with some benches and some trash receptacles to give us that kind of built-in park versus just camping out in the woods. And then I do want to have a fire pit area as well as a outdoor cooking area. And I want it to also have a place where you can fish. So I bring in this little watering hole and then I put a little stall next to it because I want to have bait for sale that the people can come and buy bait for their fishing. And then, of course, I want to start adding in some trees in the background. I primarily use the fir trees, and I believe these are the white birch trees, and start moving the edges of the campground in a little bit and move things around because I want that left hand side to look a little lush and not so empty. I am going to leave an empty space near the telescope is so that people can stargaze properly without having trees in their way. But over here on the side, I really am trying to get a good mixture and placement of these trees so that it doesn't look barren. And with these trees having weird bases or big bases at the bottom of the tree, it does take a little finagling to figure out the exact placement. And I also want to make sure to space them out enough that the leaves and branches aren't touching too much so that they don't blend into each other to give it a little bit more dimension. I put down this little log that villagers and I can sit on, and then put down some bushes as well to just give it a little bit of dimension there as well. So now that that side's pretty much done, I'm going to focus over here and put down one of these picnic tables and set up the little seating area around the fire pit. I put down a little table as well with a coconut drink end up going with the lighter of the picnic tables just to give a little bit of dimension. And again, using the bushes, the beach grass, and the I think those are lavender as well to give dimension. Again, the beach grass can be high, so I want to make sure to strategically place it in a way that it's not blocking myself or later the villagers when I bring them in. And always taking a moment to kind of check, am I on track toward those tags? Because I tend to do my own thing and then adjust as needed. So I start out with this fishing hat for my outfit. I'm going through some of this, and I noticed that you guys probably can't see it. I try to put some lighting in, it doesn't really work. So I do switch over to a brighter time of day for this portion. But I'm going through and just trying to see what a unique kind of camping outfit might be. I'm going back and forth on whether I should use flannel. I end up going with a more graphic shirt and then having a kind of rain jacket look on the outside because it is fall, so it can be a little cold at night, which is how I'm gonna have mine presented. So I wanted to definitely have some sort of jacket. End up dealing with a lot of rain trying to get this picture. It was like 3 times it rained trying to get this photo, but I went ahead with that, covered up most of it so it's not so busy, and then put on a bracelet, these Chico pants, some adventurer boots, some higher socks to really lean into kind of this derpy outfit that I have going on. But I love it. I think that it really fits the theme really well of what I was going for. And then I start bringing in villagers. So this is a trick to do, blocking it off to where no one else can get in or out. Typically, you can only have one villager at a time. So I go ahead and get Donald and I put him in his little like safari outfit. I get Goofy as well as Simba and Nala. So a trick with this is to look around the map and see if there's anybody like inside of a building, because when you go inside of a building or teleport, you will lose any stragglers that you've captured in your area. So for instance, Goofy was inside of Remy's and I knew that I wanted him in the picture, so I grabbed him first. And then a way to get some individuals out of their houses or buildings is if they have a dream style outfit, you can try to put them into it and force them to teleport to the main fountain so that you can go over there and get them, which is what I did with Donald. And then Simba and Nala were outside, so I was able to capture them and trap them in here with me as well. I made sure to make some fish entrees, some grilled fish that we've caught from the pond area, as well as some fresh fruit salads to put on the table. And then I switched the time of day back to night and tried to figure out where I want to stand. I end up moving this beach grass out of the area near me because it was blocking too much of myself or the table. And the common issue that I have with DreamSnaps is that the shoes will kind of blend into the terrain. So I do end up putting additional pathing at my feet once I figure out where I want to stand, which is about right here. And I do utilize my raccoon companion for this. Again, it was a little dark, so I added in some tiki torches outside of the view of the camera and started the waiting game of trying to get them to do something cute. I really was hoping to get Donald on that log, but it just did not work out. And I end up moving things around as I'm looking at the picture through my camera, trying to just get the best possible angle and photo that I can get. After much waiting and much rain, I do end up getting a good shot, but I end up moving that picnic table yet again to and I think the wood log as well, just to bring it out further because I feel like I'm blocking too much of the scene. The fire pit as well as the picnic table are too far behind me, and I want to make sure that there's, yep, here's the rain. And I was almost like tempted to make it be like, oh, well, we were trying to stargaze and it started raining, the clouds set in, and I'm mad about it, and maybe get one of the lions to be roaring, but I ended up waiting. And right at this moment, it was perfection. So this ends up being my shot in the end, and I really love it. There's a few things that I would have changed about it, and I did try to, um, go back and get a better shot with some of those things changed, but it just didn't work out. There was too much rain. The clouds wouldn't allow me to get constellation photos. They weren't um, staying in the photo, so I ended up just cutting my losses, and this is what we are going with. And I don't think it's a horrible picture by any means. I do really love it. I hope you guys enjoy it as well, and I can't wait to see what you guys come up with for this week's Dream Snaps. Hope you have a great rest of your night or day wherever you are, and I will see you guys next time.